Hey guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Like, share, follow, comment, all that other good stuff. Please forgive my voice. Today is not the greatest day, but I'm here. I'm here to let you guys know that here it is, March 2023, and the doctor just told me that my cancer has come back. Um, Stage 4. There is no cure. My daughter, Kadia was with me at the time, and I didn't even want to look back at her because I just knew what her facial expression would look like, and it just broke my heart. So here I am trying to be strong for her, and at the same time, here she is trying to be strong for me. She's trying to hold in them big old crocodile tears, right? And we're looking at the scans on the computer. We're looking at, the things that he's talking about, where it is, where it's spreaded, what they could do to make my life comfortable. So here's where it went. The bone, especially that hip bone I was talking about in the last video. That bone around the back part of the hip area, just eating it up. I mean, just eating it up. The liver, the chest, thyroid, more along in this collarbone area. And again, let's not talk about all the other horrible side effects, the blood clots, which, are the one that's inside of my lungs as we speak. The microvalve regurgitation that I suffer with today. Can't keep my blood pressure up. Heart rate is always like 120. So, you try to avoid as much medication as you possibly can and do everything as you can, as natural as you possibly can. But some things you just simply can't avoid. So, but during this process, they started with, of course, it was one procedure where they cut out around the cancer in my hip area and kind of cemented it, and it kind of prevented it from growing just for a while. And another procedure that I had to have for the one in my chest, because the one in my chest paralyzed my left vocal cord. How you like that, right? And of course they told me I'll probably never talk again. Sing again is definitely out of the question. So they did something similar to Botox, but it was injections to fluff up the other side so they would meet together. Because what was going on, this one was staying completely still because it is paralyzed, and the other one was doing all the moving, if I get my figures right. So that was that surgery. And yep, they put in a spinal stimulator in my back. Once again, this is all for comfort. Put a spinal stimulator in my back, which I use a remote control here. I have other devices that go along with it. It's another charger that I have to charge the battery pack in my back. And I turn this on and it stimulates all those dead nerves. So yeah, it works and it helps me sleep at night. So yay to that spinal stimulator. There's really nothing they could have been able to do about the bone, except for give me, I think they're called Exgeva shots, and it's supposed to help stabilize the bone so they don't be so brittle. But boy, those shots hurt. It's like, leave the bone alone. Just let the bone do what the bone is going to do. And then, of course, the liver. If you understand the function of the liver, the cancer, it actually hurts. I can feel the heaviness of my liver, where my stomach meets my liver. Eating throughout this entire time has become even more and more and more complicated, difficult. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. And, like I've said before, I have been suffering in silence for a long time. Um, but yes, I'm still here. And again, I went through 4 more types of different types of chemo. 2 of them was like a trial drug. If I can remember, I think it was Ibrance, Verzenio. Verzenio was first, then Ibrance. Oh yeah, Ibrance caused Blagner incontinence. Thanks, Ibrance. So yeah, depends kind of are my friends. Uh, let's see, and then there was another one I was on, Enhertu. Enhertu. And long as Enhertu was at, at my weight level, it was doing okay. But again, it was all about keeping me comfortable. So Enhertu wasn't so bad, but the cancer kept spreading. So we need to change it now. And that's when they changed it to Paxlotaxel, something like that. And boy, they was giving that to me. And I think because that thing had the word tax in it, it's going to tax your body. And excuse the cough and everything because this is still coming from that the blood clot in my lungs. So I stayed on that just for a little while, and then, like I said, we're gonna fast forward. So all of this has been happening between March of 2023, all the way until October last year, 2025. When I had got to the point, I said, you know what? Enough is enough. This stuff is killing me. I kept finding myself in and out of the hospital, in and out of the hospital. Of course, the hospital staff can't do much. You need to go see your oncologist, because this is cancer. You need to see your oncologist. And they look at the scans and they're like, your liver is just ate up. Because, and the reason for the pain, that's in all of these areas is because what the cancer does, it invades space that's not even there. So it pushes things and it moves things and it just fixates itself. It's just an ugly thing, And so that's why they do everything they can to try to make you comfortable. So October the 29th of 2025 was my last chemo. I said, I can't take no more. I can't take no more. I had realized that I have been going through this for 10 years. 10 long, grueling years. And still to this day, I ask myself why. Trying to survive. We'll do just about anything to try to survive, to be there for our family and things of that nature, and in the end, it hurts. It just hurts. In a way that you just can't explain it. It just hurts, And that's when, the doctors, was telling me, well, if you're not going to continue fighting, we will test your blood levels to see if this has mutated. Yeah, it mutated, And they're like, well, we have other options for you. And I say, and those other options come with what? What side effects does those options come with? Yeah, yes, they come with, those side effects. I said, no, thank you. I'm good. Whatever God has for me, whatever God has for the rest of my life, I'd rather live it in the quality that I do have. Because it's not much. But I have my smile. I have my joy. I have my happiness. I have love. I have love, And that's what keeps me going every day. Because there are a lot of days I'm not even able to get up out of the bed. I struggle to go to the restroom. I need 24/7 care. Even though I don't want it. I still try to do my own thing. I need it, But who, beginning at the age of 40, and here you are, 50. Well, I just turned 51, so yay. Yeah, and you're bedridden because of cancer. Not because you didn't fight hard enough, not because something didn't go right, not because of anything, not because of the choice that you made. It's all because of how that thing, that thorn, okay, and how it eats at you. And then the fighting part of it only makes it 10 times worse. It really does. So, let me check my notes real quick to make sure I said everything. Yes, so I did talk about the neck. I talked about the liver. I talked about the thyroids, and Lord, your thyroid, Jesus Christ. So, I did the thyroid. I have night sweats really bad. I'm talking soaking through clothes, but they can't really find the source of it. So it's kind of being chalked up to menopause. Because yes, I've had to have 2 surgeries. My lady parts, to have all that stuff removed, because my body cannot have any hormones due to the type of cancer. It is hormonal, so it feeds off of that, just like a lot of cancers feed off of sugar. Well, all of them pretty much. So yeah, here we are, and I said it was over, no more. So that's what landed me in hospice. That's how I ended up signing that DNR. And now here I am again. It is a new year of 2026. And I'm making new moves in my life still. I'm not laying around waiting to die. Nope. No. Just not doing it. Nah. I wake up praying, praising, believing, hoping, and knowing that God is in complete control. And I'm okay with that. I really am. It gives me so much peace. It gives me so much peace. So, if you have any questions, any comments on everything, because I boiled down 2 years in 12, 13 minutes now, please don't hesitate. Comment, send your questions in, subscribe so you know when another video hits, because the next videos, I am going to be sharing family and friends' feelings and comments, their videos about me and about, how a cancer diagnosis affects each individual. So those videos are coming next, along with other little stuff. I am still, working, doing my best to stay as active as I can with my nonprofit. Working on my second book, so be on the lookout for that. So please get the first one. It's on Amazon. Words to Encourage, Stories to Inspire by Sheila Vaughn Harrison-Middleton. So yeah, I guess that's all, folks. I'll see y'all soon, and Sheila's out.